All right, guys. Good afternoon. This is the next video of over the board games. Where I'm gonna explain to you my game of Monday, the 9th of February. Hang on. Monday, the 10th of February. I played a pretty strong player. He's been it's a gentleman of I believe he's about 78 or 79 years old, and he's been playing for decades. Solid player. Yeah, I played against him last year in a competition where I did actually make a calculation mistake, and I beat him, which I was really happy about. He has a ranking of 1650 in the Dutch ranking system, which I believe is near the FIDE ranking system. There might be like 100 points to 200 points difference. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But either way, it's a guy who has like a round 15 to 1600 FIDE rating, I suspect. I have no rating, but I mean 1500 ELO is compared to chess.com, I believe, from what I've heard, around 1800. And I'm only, oh, my highest was 1153, but I'm down to 1020 at the moment because it's not going really well with playing chess the last couple of weeks. It's not going terrible anymore, but which it did for a while. But I'm still not really back in the right mood or in the right swing of things. So yeah, and I drew against him last week in a friendly game, so I was quite optimistic playing with the white pieces. And well, let's have a look what happens. Um, oh, hang on. So I brought out the D pawn, and yeah, I'm experimenting, as I said in the previous videos, with the D4 pawn rather than the E4 pawn. It isn't really going too good, to be honest. With high rated opponents, it doesn't really lead to a victory a lot of the times. But I've only started with this way of playing, so apparently you need time to, um, yeah, just see all kind of possible um, moves and counter moves, and yeah. So anyway, because I know there's a tactic when he brings out his knight. That's a nice little tactic, which he didn't fall for. But I thought, like, look, because he wasn't challenging the center, let's bring out the pawn and go for a big center. They say a big center is good, but I'm always a bit. I'm not quite sure if this is true because these become weak, and I need to do all kinds of stuff to defend these pawns. So I'm not too happy about that. Yeah, so we'll just keep developing. He's pinning. I obviously thought, like, if he captures me this pawn, so there we go. Already the pressure is on the pawns, which are in the center, and yeah. So now he. I mean, I'm filming this on Thursday because I didn't want to film on Monday because because this game doesn't go the way I wanted it to go, so I wasn't in the right mood to film. So I can't actually remember why or what I did. Okay, I didn't want to grab it, which the computer recommends. So I thought, like, attack the knight, bring in the defender, so unbreak the pin. And because I have a good center, but these pawns are weak. I was quite happy to exchange the pawns. So center is gone, but I'm not too worried about it. I wanted to get out of the pin. He doesn't want to. Yeah, and this is a mistake. Oh, hang on. Because I heard sometimes from different streamers that sometimes it's good to challenge the center with another pawn and break things open. But what I might have misunderstood them, because what I actually doing with this, I'm creating a weakness on this square, which eventually leads to my downfall. Well, to um, not to my downfall, but becoming behind in the game. So I would challenge the center. He takes, I take, and now this is open. And I didn't quite see it just yet, but the queen is eyeing now a check, forking this pawn. He didn't see it straight away, and I thought like, okay, it's good to get rid of my center because I won't be able to hang on to this pawn for much longer. So I was quite happy, and he captured, and now already I'm struggling a bit because he's attacking this and this. And this obviously is defended by this pawn, but also the bishop is eyeing, and then I'd be losing a pawn. So I thought, okay, let's trade trade the knights and then take it from there. So that's what I did. And now I already noticed, like, okay, this pawn is hanging, not just by the check, but also by the bishop. So I thought like this is gonna be two attackers on one pawn, and also this pawn is weak because if he goes in with the check, grab this pawn with his queen, then this pawn is also weak. With two defenders, only one attacker. And it took a long time to think about it, and in the days which followed after this game, I did think I might have made a mistake because I've lost two pawns now. And I think maybe I could have gotten away with losing just one pawn. And it had to do with the fact that I made a mistake by this. Okay, he wanted me to. I didn't actually consider this move. Yeah, that'd be a nice move. Because not only are you waiting for the, not only are you you're preventing this check, you're also moving this away, and you could even. Oh man, I should have seen this. Because let's say if you would have gone here, I would have been able to trade queens. And he wouldn't have been able to give me a check. Yes, he would have been able to get this pawn, but then it'd be one pawn. And this isn't what happened. Because I thought like, protect this. But obviously now I'm losing and even losing another pawn and exchanging a piece. So this is like all of a sudden I'm down by 2.5 points. Yeah, so now I'm struggling. He's bringing out the troops. He's trying to fork me here. So I did see that, and I saw this square. He placed his rook with the tempo on the queen, and then I thought like, okay, I had this idea in my mind that if we can trade some stuff, get rid of some tension, and if I can only get either this one or that pawn, I might be able to go for a draw. Yeah, so he offered me a trade, which I then accepted. I offered him another trade, which he didn't accept. Now he's attacking my bishop. So obviously I need to step out of the way, which wasn't nice because I obviously didn't want to pin myself by bringing out the rook here, because that, well, I just didn't think that's nice, because then he can, I don't know, maybe attack my rook with eventually maybe with the knight somehow in the future. So I thought like I'll bring it back, which is not good because obviously now the rooks are not connected. They cannot see each other, but I thought like I'll bring it out here and have them connected again. Um, Exchanging some material, and I thought like if I take with the rook, then obviously he brings down his rook I captured, and he gives me a back rank mate. So I had to recapture with the pawn, and now he's forking. Not so much forking because they're both defended, but I didn't like it, and I did want to have some more protection on this pawn. But yet again, my rooks are not seeing each other, which I wasn't happy with. It was a clever little move because obviously I thought if I capture it, he recaptures, and then I might be in some trouble because then I'd have the queen here. And hang on, what was it? Queen. The king here, and I just didn't like it. Well, there was a reason why I didn't do this. Oh, obviously, oh yeah. Because I thought like if I grab this, he comes down and he pins my bishop, so I cannot move my bishop without losing my rook. Well, the only way I could do it was bring my, which is not even an option, to bring back my rook here to bring out a bishop which is defending the rook, but then it would have been taken by the knight. So I couldn't take his I couldn't take the rook, so I had to defend and get out of the pin. And he is aiming for a fork. So I didn't want to have that, obviously. Now I was quite happy with this because now we've exchanged some, even though I'm down 3 points. At least the tension is out of the air. Rook cannot come here. Is defended. Yeah, the pony, the knight can come here and fork these two, but that isn't such a great big deal. And I thought like, okay, well, hang on, these two are now becoming prime suspects. No, not suspects, prime targets. Because there's no, the defenders are gone. And they used to be defenders, but they're gone. So I was quite happy with this. Now he gives me a check. I get out of the way. And this is a mistake. And he gives me the opportunity to get back into the game, which I do. Because I bring out the bishop. And that was well, not a blunder, but a mistake. Well, it could have been potentially the mistake of the game if only I would have played solid, because now we're even. And you might guess that I'd actually blundered the game later on, but now we're just a little bit ahead. But 0.7, he captured it, I captured, and yeah, he's a half point ahead. But now I'm only down 1 pawn, so I thought like this is potentially a draw. Yes, he's got 3 pawns, but my king and these pawns can stop it. And I thought like, okay, well, I can go after this pawn potentially, or which I'm doing, as I'll show you. I'm going here. He's bringing out his pawns. And I thought like, okay, cool. I'm going to pin his rook to the king. So I thought like I either check him. Yeah, no, this is just hope chess. Because I thought like, I was hoping he would obviously grab me. Then I can promote this pawn. Yeah. Which obviously he doesn't do. He get out of the pin first of all. And I thought, I had a couple of thoughts in my head. Like I thought like I can maybe go up here with my king. Have my rook for this side of the board. And yeah, and there's this tactic with the king. That it doesn't really matter how you walk. in the zigzag formation, and it's always the same square. So I can either move here 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I thought like the first safe option is here, so I can go either that way, or if need be, I can go this way. So he brought out his king, and I thought, which was a mistake, I thought like let him come to my rook here, and then I'll grab his rook, and he'd have to come back here. So in my mind, I had like king move here, 1, he moves here. I grab, he has to retake. So he would be here with his king, and I would be here with my king. So then I thought like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For him, it's he'll be here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Hang on. I would be here 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what I thought. Yeah. I would be here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and he would have been here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I would have queened earlier, and I thought like that might still be a draw, and I still here I would still have this pawn. These pawns would, yeah, so this would be gone. I would still have this pawn, and this one would be weak. Yeah, so that's what I thought about. So I move my king over here, which is a blunder, because obviously he didn't have to move over here and then wait for me to grab the rook, because he can just grab the rook. And now I have to recapture, and now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moves to get a queen. So I knew I was in trouble, and I was just too late. Yeah, so now I didn't want to resign straight away. I think maybe next time I will do, because I'm sometimes hoping to get like into a draw, like a stalemate. But these guys are really good at this level, and to be fair, he won with good reason. So why would I try to get a draw out of it? That wouldn't even be fair. So online I will do, but over the board games, I think against these strong opponents, I'm just going to resign, and I wouldn't even be feeling great if I would be able to get a stalemate. Yeah, I can get some points and stuff, but it doesn't reflect the game. So I played it out, and it was just waiting, and this is where I resigned, because obviously no matter where I would go with my king, here or here, it'd be straight checkmate in 1. So this was the game of Monday the 10th. Thank you very much for watching. If you do like these videos, consider subscribing. It's a red button in the corner somewhere. The more subscribers I get, the more views I will get, and maybe get some interaction. This is still a starting channel, and hope to grow in numbers and in views, and spread my word. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Now I need to find the stop button. Okay, cheers, bye bye.